All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
On first down, it's Mills. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On second down, it's Mills. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
We're set. 19. You remember me. You remember me. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 72 yards. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, here's Breida. Room here to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. That would give to the big fullback use check. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They come out here in the I. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Check the backer, check the backer. 81. Check. Back.
They run for it with Breida, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Off play action. Bryson. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bryson. Over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Check 48's the mic. Yeah, let's get that ball. Alert! Hey, that's it. Check 24. Check 24.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to QT. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
I got you. I got you. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They run with Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 16-0. That's the score after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first down coming up. Here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. To throw is Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
Check.
On 2nd down now, it's Mills. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mills. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Recon, 152 fighter.
On 1st and 10, Bryson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Fielded at the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, a run with Breida. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here first and 10. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Ready up. 56 is the mic. So we got man. Watch the ship.
On second down, Schofield pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on third down, Bryson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now it's Watson. Safarian Jenkins has it. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They go play action here on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a first and 10. Watson now to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will.
And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And he's into the clear. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football, but any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too, but it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point safely through, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. Fielded about a yard deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Let's go!
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
This is Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
19. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 29. 24.
On first down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
27, check Mike.
Throwing again is Watson. Going for the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
Alert! Put it down.
52, Mike 52.
Watch the screen.
A shotgun snap for Watson, being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
24.
Here's Watson. Going to throw again. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 23, Falcons 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
They go counter with Breida. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A big play there out of the running game. 30 yards.
Motion, motion, motion. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Check that, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 26.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
24, 19. Check 43. Sponge. No. 24.
3rd and 2, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Slam.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
Check. Fresno.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 44, Watson, incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mills. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's it. Big deal. Watch the safety creep.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Schofield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Pick. That's our ball. Going the other way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now it's Breida. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Niners on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike 27.
From the gun, here's Watson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Watson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Watson, off play action. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
He's coming, double up.
Watson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mills, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, check 24.
Rock it.
Check 9, check.
Ready to go. Shut up.
On 2nd down now, Schofield. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Go.
Right there, 54, right there.
General 2.
From the gun, Bryson. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big first down on the fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now a give right side. Schofield. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on second down. Bryson dancing to his left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on second down. Watson, he sets to fire deep, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. The penalty flag had to come out.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Switch.
They run again with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now Watson escaping, and he's in for the 49ers score. It's turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Mills. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, Bryson steps away to his left. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Next to score, Niners 35, Falcons 14.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Crunch. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 36, 36. And it's up.
Here's Breida. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. First and goal at the 3.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the front